That obviously will be counter pick for Keen, so getting rid of that aspect of it. Probably going to be picking up something for Ruler here. I think it could just be the Jhin. I don't think you want a mage because you have a tank jungler and a mage mid. If you went mage AD carry as well, it would put so much pressure on Keen to be that AD threat. I just don't think it makes sense, and it will be that Jhin coming out. We've seen Jhin shine a decent amount, a lot of fierce potential in the early levels, to be honest, with the fourth shot and the taunt.
Yeah. And, I mean, you can stay at distance of Camille. You can run away from the Cassiopeia who's trying to hit you with a bunch of skill shots, sonic waves, stuff like that. I think the Jhin is good. We've seen Jhin Shen a lot. The Jhin combo. Jennifer, yeah. So it's just going to be the core key. Something we've seen rising in priority. You get some buffs, like the refund you get on your ult on crits. And I think 80 per level, which does help a lot when you're building a Sheen item, but not crazy amounts. Now the Olaf comes through. Olaf has been running games recently. You can see the win rate there, 83.3%. You're playing into a Skarner, you're playing into a Shen, and you're playing into two champions that are all burst and not that much sustained damage. So this Olaf is feeling great, and what is Keen going to pick into it? One, to match up into it in lane, but also to maybe provide some more DPS. He ends up going for the Gnar, a matchup that we have seen go wrong for the Gnar at times. So yeah,
he needs to be on early game, needs to happen early mid game from Gen.G.
Yeah, Olaf, very scary, and a lot of threats here on the side of Dplus Kia at the same time. Locke being what he is, very curious to see if Toby can make it work as we hop into the Rift for game number 1. All right, let's jump into it as Dplus Kia getting a decent chant of their own, you know? A lot to cheer for nowadays for Dplus Kia. I remember I was doing the qualifiers for AWC, and Dplus Kia got it in, and I'm like, well, it'll be interesting to see what they do, but I don't think they're going to make it very far. And then they beat BLG. And we were like, oh, I guess maybe they're here to play. And then they won the whole thing. So that happened. And then they came back to LCK and they just continued playing really well. So just really on form. Not really much to say. All their carries are playing really well. Lucid's had some big games. Showmaker's had some big games. Smash has had some huge games. Shu and Career have been great as well.
Up against Gen.G again. And I think time is on their side in this game, so we don't see them doing anything crazy. I think they're pretty okay with that. Nice. Hook shot there from Career. Very well played to dodge out the CC of the taunt and then turn it back around.
So we saw Clear take Ignite. That was against Jace. Shiu has gone for Ghost.
Well, Shiu went Ghost Conqueror, which is definitely more standard.
Yeah.
And scales very well into team fights. We saw Clear go Storm Raiders Ignite, which was very much like, I'm going to kill you in lane. And then Storm Raiders is, on Olaf specifically, it's like such a snowball rune, because if you're behind, it can be a bit annoying to proc.
Yeah.
You know, Bursty champions proc it well. But he got ahead, and obviously helped him get ahead as well, so it made a lot of sense. But I think Shu is in a position where even if he just farms up against Keen, I think he's still going to be fine. If he gets ahead more than that, then he's in a phenomenal position.
Chovy did take some damage and then healed a lot of it back. She was getting in here, and guess who's here as well? Flash on in with the E. It is so elementary here for Lucid. It makes it look so easy too.
Yeah, and this is something we saw in the earlier series. Put attention towards the Olaf. Snowball in that matchup. The fact that the Flash is now down for Keen, going to be a bit of a pain point too. He will catch that wave though. And we did see Canyon hanging around bot lane, but will back away. Chovy struggling a bit in the laner phase early so far, down in farm, understandably. I think of all the mages, Cassiopeia really is one that has that sustained damage to bully out melees. We've seen it often against the likes of Calio. That being said, normally like a Carly's good at surviving. Here, she would just setting this play up really well, diving in, and then Lucid committing the flash early, making sure there's no way to outplay the Sonic Wave. And I guess that kill and that
Chovy. There's the heal from Duro to keep him alive. He was dead.
Yeah, he was very dead.
100%.
Not having too smooth of a time. So Showmaker doing well on the Casio here, and Chovy is staying. There is danger afoot. I guess not afoot, because Camille doesn't have features like the scissor.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
This is his 68th unique pick in the LCK. Chovy definitely swift to do that. I'm 99.9% sure that Faker holds the record at like, he's at like 80 or something now.
Yeah. I mean, he had that period in the past where he was playing like Riven mid, Master Yi mid.
Yeah. And then even, you know, it was impressive that he was bringing in new picks as well, like so late into his career, but we also had new stuff coming in, but yeah, pretty sure he holds the record.
I think you can say that about most records in the LCK. I think Faker holds it. You are right more than you're wrong.
Career's in a bit of trouble here, but he is Camille. Flash on in from Canyon. Not going to catch him yet, but it does slam him into the wall next to the turret. The rock is not enough to get Career down.
And honestly, 2 flashes been from Gen G for the one of Career. You feel pretty
Canyon
good.
Showed bot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Keen's in a lot of trouble. No flash available here. Nice hop to try to get away, but the turret's aggro goes to Lucid, and it's easy pickings for him with a big wave in top lane.
I just don't know what you're supposed to do in that situation. You know, you've been left out to dry by your team. There's no real outplay. You get the double hop, and then they just dive on you. They're tanky enough to tank the tower. I guess Olaf is just broken.
He's pretty good if you pick Gnar into him with Lee Sin on the enemy team too, and your jungler doesn't show any support, and the Lee Sin shows up twice. You know, like we saw a little bit of this in game 1 too, or rather series 1. Career in a little bit of trouble, by the way. He is getting in there as now Chovy looking for the shutdown is going to catch it, picks up a double, does not use his flash well, but in goes Lucid. Very nicely done by Duro to block this, and Lucid.
Nice sidestep. Sonic Wave needs to hit.
I think he can get Duro here, yeah. Is going to pick it up with the Sonic Wave. And now, that's 3 kills for Lucid's Lee Sin.
Yeah, that was chaotic. Chovy finding a great window to trade back what initially felt like a good setup for Dplus. 2 kills on that lock feels great, although Lucid is very fed. Let's see the replay. So Career finds them here, tries to keep them in, and Duro's already taunted out, thinking, oh, Canyon can just get over the wall too, but with Career blocking, he can't. But they get the health bar low, and Chovy comes in, pops the ultimate, immediately gets the kill onto the Camille, can get the second kill there. And then you know what that was? I think that was greed. I think he was trying to pick up the vessel, the soul vessel, went back, and it was like, actually, I shouldn't do this, I should dash out. You know how long the soul vessel lasts?
Basically forever.
Is it just forever?
All right, we got some help from Duro, or at least he's attempting to help him. The stun, or the taunt rather, doesn't do anything, and Shu just runs him down. That's Olaf for you. And now we have an orange buff who is 0-3.
Yeah, not ideal. I think the vessel's gone now, though. So did it get picked up, or does it just eventually time out?
I think it just times out. But you can look it up. Career was top as well, by the way, a little bit later than Duro. But not inevitably not.
Oh, no. It lingers for a duration equal to Purgatory's remaining cooldown.
You mean Purification?
Yeah, you mean Poltergeist.
No.
But for no less than 10 seconds. So it would have been there for a while, so I assume Chovy did go and pick it up. It'd be nice if we could get that confirmed. Yeah, trying to help as a support with CC against an Olaf. Surprisingly, not that helpful.
Yeah, this Olaf pick is a gigantic thorn in the side of Gen G. I mean, you called it in the draft, and now we're seeing it in real time. I mean, especially with Lucid on Lee Sin.
Oh, we actually saw, so Chovy had 2 stacks on his, above his, like, what's it called? Character bar thing. He had 2 stacks of the ult, so he must have picked it up.
We got a Shen coming in. It's a lot of damage on a ruler, but not enough. And now the curtains are called. Smash dodges 1, dodges 2, dodges 3, but Duro gets in there and picks up the kill.
Would have been ideal if Ruler could get those, but not super accurate there on those shots. In the end, they do get the kill, though, thanks to Duro. Keen is trying.
Uh-oh. Chovy, I don't know if you should have stayed, buddy. Lucid has flash, too. He's able to get up into the wave, though. That's going to help a little bit. Lucid going to take turret aggro, and the dash comes out, and the Q is going to land, but Chovy flashes or dashes away, and Showmaker gets in and picks up the kill. But at least Chovy's able to trade 1-for-1 in the 1v2.
Yeah, Chovy doing what he can in that situation to make the best of it. Oh no, Keen.
Surely with this Mega Bar, he's okay against
Really?
Ragnarok Flash Olaf. But at least he's able to create some distance and get out of there.
Okay, we did see the grubs taken earlier, but we have no grubs on the scoreboard.
It's 1-0 with all the grubs gone.
Yeah. So this was pretty well played by Chovy, dashing at the right time so that he gets kicked away and not into Showmaker, and then Showmaker commits for the kill. But it does just mean that he dies as well.
Yeah. Does get the shutdown on Chovy, which I believe he had with the 2-0. But yeah, I mean, Locke's ability to just get away from all that, like the wave clear to start, and then the first dash and the second dash uses his W to take the brunt of the initial damage from the Cassiopeia. They used quite a lot to try to lock him down.
It's a lot of things.
See, I said it, I didn't even mean to. Like, it's just...
It's
just
hard not
happens.
to, honestly. If you actively try and not
Lock
to,
without the E, is what I was saying.
Yeah, it's locked with an E, so is it Locky?
Lock, yeah, I think
Locky?
that's his real name. Locky.
Locky.
Hey, I'm Locky here.
Wow. You know what?
Only a real New Yorker.
Maybe to clarify, we should call him that, so then people know we're not talking about when we say people, when we just say
Going
lock.
pretty deep here is Lucid. I mean, he's going to get punished by quite a lot of CC. This is part of why the Skarner's good, but he just doesn't take any damage, though. He's still alive. The kick on a Canyon to get him in range of Showmaker. Duro and Chovy are running away, and through the wall goes Canyon, and through the ground he goes as Lucid picks up a fourth.
You know, it's been a while since we had a Sundered Sky moment, but there we go.
Uh-oh. Wait, where have we seen this before? At least he doesn't have Ragnarok, and he is running into turret range. Everybody is flashing. Nobody has flash that was in that play. Keen has it, but I mean, who cares about that?
People's are very ahead right now.
Yeah.
Particularly Lucid. Also, Canyon went for the Protoplasm Harness. That was nerfed on this patch. So, you know, it scales how much health and bonus health you get. The early bonus health and health were both reduced. So you're way less tankier than you used to be. And we see here, they try to lock down Lucid here. This is why the matchup is generally Skarner's good into Lee Sin. But he just survives, and he keeps getting this health. 200 health from Sundered Sky. Doesn't go low enough for the threshold for the ult. And there, Canyon, that much squishier. Couldn't get out of the wall in time. I'm pretty sure we saw Skarner's not going Sundered Sky first because of this. The item became a lot more backloaded.
So we're seeing lots of damage.
And so we saw them going like hard steel first and stuff again.
You mean Protoplasm, right? You said Sundered Sky, which...
Oh yeah, Protoplasm Harness.
Sundered Sky Skarner.
Yeah, Protoplasm Harness became a lot more, like, it scales to the same level it used to be, but it starts a lot weaker early, so they try to stop it from being a first item rush, and Canyon still rushing at first item and just is that much squishier than he used to be.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's unplayable, but maybe some better options, as you were mentioning, the hard steel or something else.
I mean, the higher level you get, the better it'll feel. The more similar to before.
Sure. He's certainly trying to scale in this game, down 2,000 gold to Lucid's Lee Sin.
Yeah, nearly down 2 full levels as well.
Yeah, the catch-up XP is...
I actually said something about this in draft. I said, what was it? Yeah, you should try and snowball if you can.
Hey, you did. You did say that, I remember.
Yeah.
Keen at least is doing a good job in this trade. Now he's got a Shen, causing Xiu to have to go all in on this one. And even with the Ragnarok, not enough to lock it down. The kill does go to Duro. He's really good at securing those kills, historically as well.
Yeah, it felt like they were just a little bit panicked, understandably, because Keen was low, so they try to make sure that they secured it. But in the end, not the ideal person to get the kill. That was a bulky forward.
And now Smash going to be forced to flash away. That's the threat of the Jhin and the amount of long-range lockdown that Genji do have. I mean, at least their lock is strong, but the Cassiopeia is still ahead. Like, Showmaker's still up on gold. And no turrets have even been taken. So, just farming it out a lot better. Having an early lead in this game in the lane. Up about 30 CS. He's Chovy at the moment.
He does do that.
Which I'm sure chat just loves.
Yeah. Big farm lead. Also, Xiu is kind of doing... He's not got as much farm, but he's very far ahead as well in that farm department.
Yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. Things have slowed down a little bit, but now they're looking for Ruler with the Hextech Ultimatum. No escape for him, even though the shield does come through with the Locket. It is not quite enough, or at least it wasn't the Locket, but it was something. Kept him alive.
You just wanted to say lock again, didn't you?
You know, maybe that was it. Had to be something, because he did survive for just a little bit extra, but eventually does go down.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the power of the Camille. That's why they first picked it instead of lock, I guess.
Duro also going for the Protoplasm Harness Rush. And he's only level 7, so that's a lot less tankiness that you're getting in that situation. I think it's in total like maybe like 135, 140 health left.
A bunch of trouble here as the...
Okay, good pickup.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the bonus health and healing you're losing on Protoplasm at level 7, it's like 130, 140, which is quite a bit. But they make a good proactive play there, getting another kill onto Chovy. Still down in the matchup, still down in gold compared to Showmaker with all that farm, but able to at least get him some gold, which I think is desperately needed on this champion.
Chovy wanted more gold there. He was hoping that Career would step up, and Career is going to step up a little bit, but does back away. Career now just solo laning in bot, as TP will come in.
And this is really just the power of Camille. Duro can't do a ton, just try and block the autos there, but then gets kicked away by Lucid. So nice moves there. And then here, it is play in the bot lane. Taunt doesn't quite connect, but he gets him out of tower range, and then Chovy just bursts him.
Just throws a whole bunch of stuff at him.
Throws Poltergeist at him.
Purification.
Why is it now Purification?
I was just thinking of another...
You're gonna change the name every series?
Sounds like a good alt name, you know? Better than Purgatory. I think Purgatory is actually fine. I think it's funny if we come up with new names all the time as well.
Yeah. I'm glad you think it's funny.
Yeah. That makes one of us, apparently. It's better than 0 of us.
That's true.
It is Ocean Soul, so Lucid's like, I guess
I mean, Ocean Soul with an Olaf?
Sure, but...
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. They'll take it. And Genji are like, okay, I mean, I guess you can take it. Genji got one of the Drakes too, so not really worried about the scaling aspect of it just yet. Scaling up to an Ocean Soul.
I'm not worried about the other scaling aspects.
Career is going to drop a stun, but I think he's just going to get run down here by the Gnar. There's really nowhere for him to go. He was way too deep, and Keen, he says, well, now at least I've got a kill, even after all that abuse in the lane.
Yeah, Boots' swiftness, Triforce, great for running targets down, and Career is just a bit too overextended. Loses a flash as well. Gets some damage on the mid tower. Not a ton they can do more than that, with the fact that the dragon was already taken down.
And both teams have just kind of elected to sit back and farm now. I mean, the Olaf has definitely lost a lot of pressure. In fact, Keen is ahead on gold. It's good he's at least ahead on gold, because the rest of his team is very much not.
Yeah, the jungle matchup in particular is pretty rough, especially Lucid now with the Black Cleaver as well. Is a major threat.
Yeah, but at the same time, it kind of feels like he is not finding any angles right now. Just kind of farming it out. The lanes are being pushed in, and Gen G aren't really going for anything. They left that Drake to go.
The thing is, Showmaker's already a level up, and his Rod of Ages is about to hit 10 stacks. Smash is about to have his Mirror Mana stacked up. I think Dplus aren't in a rush because they know a lot of power is coming in soon that they can just lean into. Now the level up is there. 2 full level lead for Showmaker over Chovy.
Canyon trying to, I guess, get his Gromp. Might be punished for it, but tanky enough to
I think
withstand.
Canyon was going for Showmaker, but Lucid blocked it. Ward hopped in front to block the dash from going through the wall, so...
Yeah.
Protecting his mid laner there, pretty nicely done. Canyon does get the Gromp, though. I know you already focused on that.
Yeah, the Gromp wasn't even alive, but I'm like, I don't know, that's where the Gromp spawns.
It's his home.
Yeah. So, I like how Gen G were looking for one mistake from DK. But they didn't really make the mistake, or at least it was helped out by Lucid. And Jovi's just letting the lane push. He is denying minions, not really trying to push the wave himself. Roller's up a little bit, but career without flash means that he's just that small amount safer.
Yeah. Mana has been stacked here for Smash. So, big spike to the Corki. And now they're looking for this Gnar bod. Okay, ward goes down. That's a signal. Feather around. You have the information at least.
Okay, they can just go mid instead. Flash on in. Ruler, he was under the turret. That's not the Ruler spot. He just dies.
He got kicked closer to the Ruler spot, honestly. Yeah, really slick from Lucid. Not much that Ruler could do. Maybe a flash.
Well, they saw the ward go down in bot, or at least they saw Lucid. So after that, I think he just needed to play a little bit safer on the side.
Canyon's miles away.
Yeah, Canyon's also being pressured out here. She's just going to take the 1v1, and now TP's coming in. They want to just take down Chovy, who flashes away, but the rest of the team is on the chase here. There's only so much mobility that he has, right? Surely we can kill Chovy. Okay, they did it. They finally got the lock. The locky. They took him down, and, well, at least Chovy prevented them from taking an early Baron, I suppose.
Yeah, they get the locky down, locked him into the death chamber.
Yeah.
And the Baron is stopped, and we do get Showmaker's flash committed there. Oh, Keen's like, I found him isolated, but there's still 3 people in the brushes. Maybe not so much. This is a window, though. If you stone these recalls, we're just getting some time to push mid. Showmaker's there to defend, but a good amount of damage is something at least, and some gold from those plates. 27 seconds on Dragon. Dragon number 3. As you said earlier, Ocean Soul at the highest prior, but with an Olaf, it's pretty obnoxious. Yeah, I think it's really difficult in that situation to flash when he goes for the flash, like, towards you, then kick.
Yeah,
flash early, you just get kicked anyway. Here, though, Chovy running away from all these threats. Doesn't get in range of the Camille, but then Showmaker's just so speedy because they gave Cassiopeia boots. Who did that?
Riot. Oh, we have a very important message here from production. If Lock gets lucky, is it Locky? Was Chovy Locky to have Lock unbanned?
Yes.
Well, he was Locky to have Lock unbanned.
When you say lucky, is it like the way we say lucky, or is it like lucky?
It's lucky if you're Lock.
Lucky, Locky.
Yeah, Locky. G-Sun has cooked too much. I think it's G-Sun. Nice kick here on a Canyon, who is a Skarner, but you're not going to get away from the Hextech Ultimatum, and he's just not that tanky. Not to all this damage that they have right now with the Fed Lee Sin, the Fed Cassiopeia, just able to tear through. And I think the mistake maybe was trying to go for the Dragon. They were not going to get it.
Ends up going down. More gold over to Dplus. And now with the jungler dead, will they look at the Baron? They have a Corki. They have a Cassiopeia. Rare situation where you actually have an AD carry in the current meta. So they will go for the Baron. It's not hunting Baron, by the way, Brendan. It's all seeing eye Baron.
Okay,
so
thank you for
they're okay.
Getting that correct and being on the ball. They're trying to go for a Camille. Nice buffer here for career. He doesn't even have to flash. And yeah, I mean, Canyon just respawns. So they don't have a smite. There's no way they can get into the pit anyway.
Wait, I haven't seen this. If you have empowered auto on Locky, what happens if you auto a blast cone? Do you like just bounce back, or do you like go over it?
I think they would have to make it that you just bounce back. Oh, is it teleport versus Meganar? And Meganar is going to win. So a nice little pick off there in the top lane.
Did he ult after he TP'd? If he ulted then TP'd, that would have been...
I would imagine that he should have.
I think that may be what he did. Honestly, it doesn't help that the text is in Korean. Okay, yeah. This was the Hextech ultimatum holding Canyon there felt really bad because you know he wanted to drag them into the taunt, into the Meganar. And
no.
Oh no, he ulted after.
Yeah. Too late. Well, you saw Mininar and I guess he saw the bar and he's like, well, I think I just TP out before he gets Mega.
Yeah.
That was also not true. And there was a Shen there.
I mean, I'm definitely hindsighting. I was just wondering.
Yeah. So we have more important updates here from the other guys. Degon asks, is it Lux Luck or is it Lux?
Why do they call him Lucky?
Wouldn't it be Lux?
Q.
Shouldn't it be just Lux? G-Sun said ew to that. She did not very much enjoy that. Showmaker might not enjoy this, the 1v2 against these two. Even on the Cassiopeia, tries to belt out of the way and eventually just gets impaled. 703 gold over to this Gnar. Keen all of a sudden just really fed on the Gnar, but it's really just him. And I don't know if it's enough.
It's a good pickup though, and now it's a 4v5. Can you force a fight without Showmaker? No. They're just going to recall. Keen's going to get some damage to the tower. It does stall out the Baron push, though, so that's something. It is 2 minutes 15 until that Dragon Soul, though. Ooh. Oh, my lord.
He is so quick on that.
That was close.
Kids these days.
He's locked in.
He is.
Honestly, you know that thing that happens when you hear a word so much that it just loses all meaning?
Yeah, it just kind of...
that happened, like...
Or it sounds weird.
Like, 2 hours ago.
All right, Korea's going to face check the Gnar once again. And, I mean, eventually, Keen is just going to kill him. Has to Hextech ultimatum. Now we got a TP coming in. Tons of damage coming out from Smash. But the follow-up and now the TP is not the best spot, but the kick is good onto Keen. Lucid trying to get the kill, picks it up, and there's no pressure on a Showmaker who TP'd into the fight. The Impale is nice, but where is the damage of Gen.G? Finally they get it. Toby able to take him out, but Smash is the king of the fight as he takes down the lock. And Canyon just barely going to get away. Nice route here from Ruler to save them. And the Sonic Wave not going to connect here for Lucid on the chase. And Shiu's just farming top lane.
Shiu wasn't even there. And I think what's crazy is I saw Showmaker teleporting in. I'm like, this is probably not where you want to be as a Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
And somehow he made it work. That was crazy. I think it did help that no one can kill Lucid. They just run out of damage and he keeps healing. Which, I was saying this about Lee Sin. Can you imagine if Olaf was there? So Keen, once again, finding Korea and just running him down, charging at him with the movement speed available. Very hard to get away. Korea doesn't even bother burning Flash. They do get a good amount of damage on Keen. And then here, Showmaker's coming in. I'm like, oh no, this is not good. But the instant Flash to reposition, and then the kick from Lucid is so good to buy time. And then they just don't have the damage. Look how low Lucid gets, and then he just heals back up.
Chovy gets there a little bit late.
Keep seeing these green numbers over Lucid.
Yeah. I mean, they're just... It takes so long to kill DK that they're just running out of the will to do damage. They're like, never mind. Like, I tried. I mean,
up. I don't think it helps that we have the gym build where you go 3 items, none of which are IE or LDR Mortal Reminder.
Yeah.
So we still don't have a Mortal Reminder from Ruler. which I think would be very high value here, into an Olaf and this Lee Sin who's healing so much.
You know,
but hey, at least he runs fast, so...
He does run fast and attacks from very far.
Doing damage?
Like a mosquito.
No. Running fast, yes.
All right, speaking of which, here comes the Olaf getting... Oh,
where'd he go?
The lock just disappears him! And Career is dead too! But now we got Showmaker in the thick of things, and they just don't have the follow-up damage. Nice stun here from the Meganar, though. Showmaker's still on the run, but he's still alive! They cannot connect with the Cassiopeia, and Smash wasn't even the target for most of that, but he picks up a triple kill, and Ruler, he's running real fast. He's going to attack from real far away, but he's also probably just going to die.
No, he lives. The run fast build.
All right, well.
Okay, it's Ocean Soul. I am amazed how quickly they killed that Olaf. They do have Rabadons on Chovy, and also she was falling behind, so I think it kind of makes sense, but it was just insane how quickly he died.
He got executed by the lock big time.
And the fact that Dplus still just win the fight. Yeah, so he goes in, I'm like, oh no, Ruler, you're gonna have to run fast away from this. And I just want to see the moment where his health bar just disappears.
1, 2, boop.
That damage does not feel okay. But then Lucid forces Ruler away, gets a great kick to peel, and then what I love is the blocking for Showmaker. So they get stunned, Showmaker blocks here, Lucid blocks Showmaker here and again on that other shot, make sure his Cassiopeia can stay alive. I think even if Showmaker dies, they win that skirmish, but yeah. Lucid's just been in such insane form this game on the Lee Sin.
He's been amazing. Also, the timing, by the way, on the Petrifying Gaze from Showmaker was gigantic. It was right after they turned off of the Olaf towards Showmaker, who was kind of out of position, throws in a Petrifying Gaze, stuns Chovy, bursts him down, and then, I mean, that's a lot of your damage gone because Ruler doesn't deal damage. He's behind and he doesn't have any items.
At least he has healing reduction now for the Ocean Soul and all the other healing, so that's something.
But also, I just feel like Jin is...
This feels like a next game Infinity Edge sort of situation.
If he had 5 items, he'd be dealing damage in these fights. He's just not there. He's just not there.
I think if he had 5 items and the enemy team didn't have items, that would go a long way.
Yeah, that would definitely help. Duro's like, oh, I guess I'm just going to taunt this guy. I'm not really sure what's going on here, as we are going to have the Purgatory thrown into them. Doesn't do a whole lot.
That fight felt like a little bit of Purgatory. Nothing really happened.
What were they doing? What was going on?
They're in Purgatory.
They were just kind of...
No one's dying, just kind of throwing stuff at each other.
Not committing at all. DK have Ocean Soul, by the way.
Yeah, they're so healthy.
So, it doesn't do anything. Canyon trying to get in here. I mean, maybe just throw a Hail Mary. Nope, miasma. Nice try, I guess. As they're... Lucid trying to play with his food a little bit, maybe trying to get a Impale out, as there is the Impale, and Lucid this time just kind of runs in a straight line to it. He trades his GA for it, and Keen is ready. They want to press their buttons. Career also trying to get off to the side, as now they're trying to go in onto Career. He flashes away, bit of damage on the Chovy, but no full committal just yet, as now Gen G are on the run, just trying to get away from this one. But look at the mid-wave, as she was pushing it in already with Baron buff.
How is no one dead? This actually is Purgatory.
Give me some action. Do something. That's actually a lot of damage out of that one.
Oh, the king!
Nick the huge damage out of Smash! Just executes them like he's locked. But even better, he's got some range, and now Canyon has to flash away. And Smash has quietly become a huge juggernaut in this game. And he has been untouched. Look at the health bar, too. He's actually pretty tanky. Chovy here on the right side, level 15. Looking at the Olaf, who's level 18. Feels like only Keen is able to do anything against DK.
Trying to find an angle here. They're still so healthy because of the Ocean Soul. Up!
That's not going to work. That's not the angle, and neither is that. The Meganar only hitting the Camille. This game is donezo, as this time they will finally take down Lucid, but the Nexus will also go down. Dplus Kia taking Gen G for a long Purgatory run in this game number 1. And they have